Hey, what's up, everybody? Here are two things you need to know this week. First is that the United States government has basically run out of money, and this is nothing new. It happens on occasion. It used to be years ago when this first sort of thing happened, and we were running up to a deadline where they literally would run out of money and have to shut the government down. People really freaked out. Oh my gosh, what's going to happen? All the government employees aren't going to get paid. All the government services are going to shut down. Are people going to get their Social Security checks, their Medicare checks, and so on and so forth? Well, as time has gone on and we've continued to run up against this, deadline or this clock, and times have in the past where we've seen the government has actually shut down, they operate in more of an emergency capacity, and they begin doing only the services that are absolutely necessary, like sending out Social Security checks or Medicare checks, etc. They typically will furlough employees, so those employees do lose their job for a time being, but they end up, once the government reopens, getting paid for those back payments, if you will. So over the years, it's actually become a little less dramatic. It's still quite fascinating to realize that our government basically runs out of money on a regular basis, but they have to pass a budget. They have to pass a budget that pretty much raises the spending bill. Think of you being out of money on a credit card, and your credit card company says, okay, we'll go ahead and raise your limit. Well, that's what happens to the government. That date is at the end of this month, literally September 30th and October 1st by midnight. If we do not have a budget, the government will shut down and certain services will no longer be available. Like, you won't be able to go to a national park. There'll be nobody staffing that national park and it will not be open. Things like that. The market's a little bit on edge regarding that. Stocks are wavering a little bit because people are a little concerned, maybe with the back and forth we've seen in Congress over other issues. Maybe this doesn't get passed. The government does shut down, and potentially it's shut down for quite some time. And we've really never seen that. I think it's only been a few weeks or so that the government shut down. So that'll be interesting. That's the first thing to know. The second thing to know is that stocks have generally been weak this week. And that's okay. That's normal. So when you're looking at your stock and you're going, wow, my stock's down, this is terrible, maybe we should sell. Listen, pullbacks are all part of the game. Markets rarely, if ever, go straight up. And in fact, when they do go straight up, there are times they do, they're going to eventually correct and come down hard. Well, the market has been really good for a long time. The last several months have been really good in the market. Many stocks have moved higher. We are long overdue for a pullback. So this is normal. This is natural. Now, what we do, it's like someone getting a cold. A normal cold, no big deal. Give them some Tylenol, drink a lot of fluids, get some rest, you'll be fine. But what if that turns into pneumonia? What if they got to go to the hospital? So we watch very carefully to make sure things don't start really eroding in the economy or in the market, because every big significant downturn starts with a little cold. So we do have to watch it closely, and we'll continue to update you on those things that we're seeing. But those are the two things that you need to know this week.